Just a sec. There it is. Okay, we're good. Oh, Lordy. Okay. All right. So, hello and welcome to S Factor Sam. My name is Samuel Ray, but you can just call me Sam. And what does the S in S Factor stand for? Well, you'll have to watch to the end to find out. So, we are finally back, and we are trying out a race. Well, not a race, but just hosting some races in Automobilista 2. Something is seriously wrong with my monitor mount, though. Oh boy. I really should swap those, shouldn't I? Maybe I can see it better. Alright. Bear with me. Um, Still figuring out my setup in terms of. Ow, just punched one of my monitors. That's not great. Okay. That monitor is closer. So I may have to redo the positioning of my crap. Ah, crap. Hang on. Let me set up the session first. Okay, actually, no. I think what I might need is a switcher. Like something to switch my keyboard controls, my wireless keyboard, that has a trackpad between the two. Um, Between the two PCs, since I'm doing a dual screen. We're getting there though. There we go. Okay, we're in business. Um, it unloaded everything. Why did it unload all my sources? Music and just everything. What is going on? Like my laptop went and reverted itself. I had like all my music on and everything. And it just like reverted and deleted a bunch of stuff that I had already put onto the system. Okay, is the news working now? Okay, I guess it's working. Even Microsoft OneDrive. I hate this crap. Oh, shut this down. Back to nothing. What's the backup anything? Good. Okay. That was taking away resources. We should be good now. Good. Alright. We're back in business. We're back in business. A little bit of growing pains. This is the first stream with this setup. There was bound to be some minor inconveniences. But we're getting there. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. This is Automobilista 2. This is a racing simulator that has one of the best session hosting systems. It literally works peer-to-peer. So you don't have to run a dedicated server, PC, in order to be able to race online with people. And it has arguably the best racing AI in the genre. Like, you can actually set it to make mistakes, which is something you don't see much of in, AI slash CPU players in any kind of game. So, what we're going to do, real quick, is we're going to switch over to this. Give me the picker wheel. There we go. So, let's spin this wheel to see what class of car we're going to race. Every single class of car has at least one that has an H pattern shifter because I like using H pattern. And there it is. We're racing Lancer Cup to start. Okay. So, let's go here. Where is it? There it is. Lancer Cup. And as for me, so that offers two cars, two variations of the Mitsubishi Lancer. The R and the RS. I'm going to drive the R because it has 5-gear H pattern shifter. And I think I'm going to use this livery. No, this one, obviously. Blue and orange. Akino Motorsport. Now we get to choose our track. And I created another wheel for all of the tracks available to me at this moment. Here we go. As long as it's not an oval. I don't think I'll allow an oval for these kind of cars. And there it is. Virginia International Raceway, VIR. Oh, I should have separated these, though. Because these are different variants of it. Okay, well, we'll make do for now. So, back into the game. So we're going to VIR, which is in America, Virginia International. And now we get to choose which version of the circuit. Let's see. Full, Grand, North, Patriot, or South. Well, this is a four-wheel drive. So I'm thinking something with a lot of turns. Something smaller with a lot of turns, right? This has 13 turns. This has 9 turns. This one's a little longer and has a bigger maximum grid size of 28. Grade 4 or grade 3. Okay, what kind of car is this? Does this show grades? No. But I think this is a... Let's do the grade 4. Oh. We'll do this one. Session settings. We're going to have a practice session. It's a 10-minute practice session. And we'll cycle through until it shows current. Oh, it doesn't show current. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll have a qualifying session. And this is all going to allow time for people to join. Because the way this works is you can literally just join in, and then the remaining empty slots will be filled with AI racers. How sick does that sound? We're going to race with the default setups. For this one, we'll keep the damage off and the mechanical failures off. And just to make it more gamey, we'll keep the tire wear and fuel usage off as well. And we'll turn that off. That way when you're done racing. Nah. Let's just reset to defaults. And the only thing we'll tag on is the force default setups. Alright, so field will set to the same class, so you can pick either car in this class. Maximum grid size looks like it's 20 for this track. And maximum human opponents. And then we fill the remaining empty slots with AI opponents. On a skill level of the default 90. Medium aggression. Reset this to default. Of course, the others can be on. We'll turn off drive-through penalties because we're keeping the races short. Gonna keep things a little more chill. Okay, and then we're gonna do a random password generator real quick. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it myself. Password is factor 1. That's the thing I'm curious about. Is be allowed to? No, it doesn't look like. So when I was playing by myself, there was an ability to allow them to make mistakes. I wonder if that holds true here. So we will find out. There we go. Current live weather. We'll do just to make things chill. We'll do a rolling start. 10 laps. I don't think there'll be a need to refuel. We'll do a random full course yellow to make everyone bunch up a bit. All right, I think we're set. And there we go. We're in. All right. So feel free to join. I'm gonna see if I can set my chat bot real quick. That way we can have all you would have to do is exclamation join, which I should have included in the the title. It's been a while. I'm a little out of practice with this. Okay. I can do this, though. Yes, I can do it on my phone. Excellent. Okay. All right, all right. And there it is. So now I just need to update my stream title real quick, and then we're good to go. Hey, hey. No, so you can see how I use the pedals. I like using the clutch and an H pattern shift. And that's part of the art, is trying to hit those, you know, heel toe shifts and stuff. Hitting that clutch, the precise pedal work. I heel toe shift in a weird way though because of the layout of the pedals. I don't like trying to do it that way. I should practice it that way more, but I actually use heel on the brake and then I flip the throttle with the toe. So that's the method that works for me. But I really should practice it that way. So I figured I would try to have something a little extra, you know? Something to something to add a little bit more of that immersive, not immersive, but you know, since I don't use the camera on my face, I figure why not have something to add more visual representation of what I'm doing, you know? Real quick, I need to update the stream title, and then we're set. Person with viewers. Exclamation point, join. Okay. There we go. Save. Successfully updated your information. Very good, very good. And then I'm going to do the same over here on the YouTube stream. And then we're set. Can I do that on the app, or do I need to be... I may have to step over to my PC to do that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let's get into it. Alright, so I finally got me a, oh gosh. Finally got me a dual PC setup so I can run the game smoothly. Ooh. See? And I'm running on medium graphics. Woo! Buddy, we spinning already. Yikes. Come on now. Go forward, please. What's happening? Go forward. Please. No, no, no. Oh! And overdone it. Okay. Let me get my bearings here real quick. There we go. But yeah, I've got a spin wheel for picking the car classes, for picking the track. I've got everything all planned out. Ooh! Ooh, that four-wheel drift. Yikes. Oh wow, that's a heck of a track. This one's super windy. This one's gonna make passing really odd. But yeah, it's running smooth. Running at a locked 60 frames now. So it's better than it ever it's better than it's ever done before. I managed to fix the PC because it was dead for a little while again. But I've figured out the issue, and now we're back in business. And I managed to get my PC running Windows 10. So it can run, ooh! So now it can run OBS. meaning I have the full setup. But now I can actually host these sessions. Backseat back. I don't think I like this track very much, though. And then this game has the best, or the easiest, session hosting system, where it actually connects peer-to-peer. So, you don't have to run a dedicated server machine. And then you can fill the empty spots in the grid with AI racers, and this has some of the best racing AI in the genre. The most human-like. Like, the AI are capable of making mistakes. Like human would. They can get offline, or they can screw up their steering input, or their throttle application, or their brake too hard. They get some crazy cool stuff. Getter Robo. Oh. So you're into Super Robot, eh? I mean, I know you're into Mecha based on your username. Ooh, that was a full-on power slide. That nice neutral steer for four-wheel drift. Ooh! Oh gosh! Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Yeah, that I know. That was a chicane cut. Whatever. This track is all corners. Woo! Yeah, I know. Get a raise. Or just coral? Oh, okay. So it's like fuel source, energy source slash hour that the villain's probably after control of, huh? Hitting the drift around that turn is pretty satisfying. Also cause species to evolve. Ah. So they probably might have taken some inspiration, eh? Okay, I'm starting to get a good feel for this track. This hairpin, though, not a big fan. Oh, not a big fan. Okay. Let me back on track. Oh, I overdid it. I overdid it. Woo! Ooh. Okay, we'll just get back on track. Eh. I forget which button was my hit request. Can't remember. Oh well. Okay. Alright. Let's continue. So now we get the qualifier. Alright, so now my driving is actually going to matter. And it's raining, so of course it's raining. Almost lost it there. The only thing I'm missing now is a shifter cam, you know? Like a camera pointed at my H-panel shifter so you can see when I'm doing my shifts. Oh no, we're spinning. Oh no, we almost spun. Oh gosh. Come on. Well, that lap is invalidated, that's for sure. This track is all about throttle control in the low gears. Yeah, I'm already using one webcam. I just don't have the second one right now. I mean, I guess the laptop I'm using for the stream encoding has a built-in one, but ugh, it's pretty crap quality, so I don't necessarily know if I want to do that, but no, crap. Of course that one's invalidated. But yeah, another webcam. That makes sense. Have it on like a little stand or something. Because my whole thing on here, driving stick shift, racing stick shift cars, almost exclusively if I can. Obviously, some games don't really allow that, which is the ones that I tend to not prefer, like Le Mans Ultimate and even most of the cars that Race Room features in its online ranked don't have stick. I just like the mechanical feel of driving stick. With a clutch. I don't know, something about the dance of the pedals. Oh god, no! Woo! Woo! Okay, well, maybe like the reptilians in Get a Robo. Gosh, can you stop spinning? Okay, come on. Oh, I gotta apply such mild throttle here. Okay, there we go. And now I gotta watch it because my tires are probably all jacked up. I forget which button it's for hitting. Not that. Not that. And it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Oh, definitely not that. No. Which button? Oh, there it is. Boo. Well, I figured it out. Oh, because I'm not racing on wet tires. Dang it. Okay. No wonder I wasn't on slicks. I mean, I was on slicks, not wet. Yeah, that's why I was slipping around so much. I was like, why does it feel so slippery? Yeah, I was definitely hydroplaning. So, now that I've requested a pit, this thing should show me where to pit. And then I should be able to get some qualifying laps in on proper wet tires. Oh, see, there it is. There it is again. Ooh. So that's why I was having to baby the throttle so much. Oh, there's another hydroplane that kicked in. Okay. At least I think this is supposed to show me where to pit. Unless it's not. It might not be. Shoot. So I gotta figure out where the pit is myself. Oh gosh. Oh, we're okay. Oh well, never mind. I don't get to switch to the wet. It's just how it's gonna be. Woo! Okay, is this the pit? This must be the pit lane. Oh, there it is. So that's what it was. I didn't realize that was the pit. Whoops. Oh well. Maybe now I can choose. Yeah. No, back. Okay. Alright, let's edit this setup. Is it still raining? I can't tell. But this says moist ground. Yep. I need to have wets. No? Wait, can I not? Ah, there we go. Wets. Okay. There it is. Oh, and it's dark. What's my lights button? Lights? Oh no. I can't see! No, turn the lights on! Nope, that's not it. Ah! Not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. That's definitely not the camera I want. What in the heck? Okay. What is happening? That's okay. We're figuring this thing out. No. No. What? What do? What button? No. How do I turn on my lights? Frick. Help. Help. Okay. Controls. Yeah. Okay. Vehicle. Oh, it's not even found. Great. Okay. Does this thing literally not have lights? Okay. I guess this thing literally doesn't have lights on. What? Does this car seriously not have lights? Also, what happened to filling the grid with other cars? Like what? Okay. Headlights, high beams, windshield wipers. Quick bias forward. Quick bias rearward. ABS increase, ABS decrease, traction control increase, traction control decrease. Okay. Everything else was working fine in terms of the actual steering. Okay. Request pit stop. Hit speed limiter. Guess I'll make this DRS and this boost. Okay. Just in case we're driving formula cars that have those. Oh, so that's what all these were. Okay. I'll make this cycle ICM. Okay. Alright, we're making progress here. Oh wait, no. Duh. I'll make this cycle. Okay. Is there a handbrake? E-brake. There we go. Okay, I think we're in business now. Okay, I think everything is now set how I want it. There we go. Good lordy. Okay. Alright, so, next attempt. Random select car class. Jannetta G40 Cup. Alright. And track. Brasilia. The full or the outer? The full's only 5 turns. That'll be kind of boring, so we're gonna do the full. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shorten the practice session to the minimum possible, 5 minutes. And then the same for the qualifier. There we go. Current weather. I'll leave that on just in case. Leave that at random. And like before, force default setups. That way we're driving spec, but everything else is going to be fine. Okay. My main concern is, how do I change? It's not letting me. Hang on. I'm still learning how this works. Okay. Those settings. Excuse. Components. Oh, because I set the maximum human opponents to one below. Oh, I see. So it didn't have any. I get you. I get you. So I actually need to leave some empty space to fill out the grid with AIs. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I kind of messed up on that. Now I understand. Okay. All right, where's that? All right, so that's how it goes. Why does it keep resetting this on me? Come on. Okay. Why? What is going on? Just let me do this. Give me the settings I want, please. Wow, it literally just won't let me. Okay, fine. Fine, fine. Oh, yeah, it'll keep that though. Figures. Okay. That's okay. We got something going. At least we got something now. Let's go. So yeah, as we figured out, I was hydroplaning. I was hydroplaning something fierce. Hmm. But yeah, the PC's performing beautifully. Hey, look at this. Got some sick spectator camera work too. Like I said, I'm running on medium settings since I was able to offload the stream encoding to my laptop. And looking at my laptop's performance, it is had 0 drop frames. So we've got some improvements to the streaming overall. And I'm streaming at 1080p 30 frames per second, which gives TV style quality, because apparently a lot of what I remember when I was looking at my YouTube viewership, like it was like 10 or 11% of my viewership was on TVs, watched on TV, like casting to TV and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, so it looks like a high resolution is a good high priority. All right, let's warm up to this thing. So this is the Ginetta G40. It is essentially a like an Italian, I think it's like an Italian Miata, you know, like an Italian Mazda MX-5 Miata. Has a similar type of power and weight distribution. Rewards precision driving and building momentum. Ooh, got a little rotation using left foot braking. Also, you know, this is a helmet cam. It actually is looking from inside a helmet. And it has, like, it's affected by, like, G-forces and vibrations. It also has a little bit of the natural, Horizon, what is it, Horizon line matching like our bodies do in real life. It's real immersive. Like, I even have it set to look towards the apex a little bit. Although I think I want to crank that thing up a bit. Let's see, camera, movement. Yeah, helmet look towards the apex. Let's see what that feels like when I just go all the way up to 50%. And same with the G-forces. I'm here for immersion and fun, not hyper competitive. You know, no camera effects allowed, kind of stuff. Okay. Let's see how this must do. Oh, yep. See, now he's looking really towards the apex, which kind of acts almost as a visual guide. Although now the car is bouncing a whole lot more than his head is. I think I might go back down to 25% on all of is. Let's bump these 25%. Or back to 20, because it felt fast enough. I think I might get rid of the helmet, though. Just so we can see more. I think the helmet displaying is really cool for VR, you know? But not so much for when using a monitor. Well, he's barely looking towards the apex there, though. Maybe just because it's being controlled by the computer. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, I like that. Heck, with that look to the Apex stuff, I actually just might try my hand at turning off the guiding line altogether. Oh, I hit the brakes hard. Can I pass? Yes, I can. All right. Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. This is pretty immersive. It also is one of the best that in terms of running on VR, which I may tinker around with as long as I can get my Steam VR working again. Yeah, to see if we go like this one. This one is like a good deal more static, I think. It's rough. What the heck is up with that asshole? Oh no, it still does the turn to the. Still does the turn to the Apex stuff. So I wonder what the difference is. It doesn't more. And it, like, adds blur to, like, other aspects of what we're seeing. An even more immersive feel. That's cool. Okay, so in order to catch up to him, I have to focus just on driving really well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta watch out for that guy behind me, too. Hey, watch it, buddy. Woo! Yeah, I figured something like that would happen. Oh, this game has driver swaps. Cool. See, so anyone who wants to join, feel free to hit exclamation join, and you'll get to see the password. So this is all open to the viewers. My whole idea behind this is that y'all get to join in and participate in the racing. Just some fun, fun first, casual, low stakes racing with a variety of car classes and tracks. Because while I was looking at things, I'm like, there's a lot of, tournaments / leagues that exist. But there's not enough, like, chill, casual fun racing. And I've been streaming for like 4 years. I used to do this kind of thing often. Where I would host sessions and let the viewers join in. That was my specialty. There's also not enough of them that lend themselves to driving stick shift, and I really like using H pattern shifter. Oh, crap. Ah. Dang it. Man, I went way off. Holy whoa. Oh, that sucks. No, no, no. Well, I lost it. So at this point, I'm just going to have to count on that full course yellow to catch back up. I had misjudged how much my momentum was going to take me towards the outside of the turn, and I bumped into him. And since this is a rear-wheel drive car, that's all it took to unsettle it. That's fine. The purpose of this is more for, like, inclusive, fun first, casual racing. I programmed in, not programmed, but in the settings, that a scheduled full course yellow at a random time. That way, if any such accidents happen, you can still have an opportunity to catch up at some point during the race, and then get back into the close racing. Thing really does handle kind of like a Miata, though. Not gonna lie. Really hate the way the pavement sounds on that part. Why is it so rough? Yeah, see, I'm not so good at heel toe shifting that way. I'm much better at putting the heel on the brake, then shift, and then flipping the throttle with toe, rather than using the toe on the brake and then flipping the throttle with the heel. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Yeah, this just feels wrong in my ankle. My blip has more precision when I use my heel on the brake too. But I have big feet. So like, Oh no, doing a heel toe that way is just a lot more natural. It doesn't hurt my ankle and shin or calf as much. See? Yeah, it just works better for me. I don't know what it is. It's just the leg positioning or the how how freaking big my boats are, but heel towing the traditional way just hurts. I underestimate how long this track is. This is gonna be a long race. Also, the bite point on this thing. The clutch's bite point is like only halfway depressed. I don't really have to press it very far down to engage the clutch. Oh, I can see them. I'm actually catching up. I'm starting to see them. Oh crap. I'm actually starting to drive well enough that I can catch up to them. Possibly. Go. No, no grass. No grass. Please, no grass.
Honestly, driving stick makes some of the most normal stuff way more engaging and fun. Okay, I've dropped behind a little bit more than I was before when I was seeing them on these turns. I gotta clean up my laps a bit. There we go. Ease up on the throttle there. I think I'm seeing them in the distance again. Oh, okay. Missed my shift there. Whoops. Ugh. Wow, left foot braking really does rotate the car. That's very noticeable. There we go. See, I kept my foot down, and I just pumped the brakes with the left, and it rotated the car. And that's what they call steering with your feet. When is that full course yellow going to kick in, though? And this track is a lot more fun than VIR was. Bet you VIR is more fun with Formula type cars or Indy cars. I don't know, it's just the way this track flows. It's only got one, I think one hairpin. So it's not too, like it doesn't feel too, like they packed in too much pace braking. Like most of the turns are third gear turns, which is definitely more enjoyable than having to go all the way down to second for a bunch of tight hairpins. Ooh. I was checking chat, and I ended up almost putting my tires off the edge. Oh, I'm catching up. I can see him up there. I guess there's not going to be a yellow on this, a full course yellow though. I thought there was a scheduled yellow. Hey, babe.
Did you drink it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I went off track. Oh, no. Oh, man. Distracted.
Sorry.
Eh. At least I was able to save it. Ah. Now, it says interval. Does that mean that the full course yellow is happening now? No. Oh no, get back on track. I guess random full course yellow will sometimes just not do one, huh? That's unfortunate. In that situation, I decided I would try to coast a bit more through that turn rather than outright like hard brake. Right there, I gear skipped down into second because I allowed my RPMs to get so low that it was doable. And that reminds me of how someone in what was that? I think it was the Gran Turismo subreddit. I was discussing how the one thing that keeps me from making Gran Turismo 7 one of my main titles is the fact that it disables H-pattern shifter hardware in the online mode. Just full stop. And someone said that's because it allows you to cheat by going into whatever gear you need. But in most situations, especially when it comes to upshifting, you never want to gear. You know what I mean? Like, because then you're missing out on an entire gear's worth of the power band. So it's never going to be optimal. Gear skip when going upwards. It's only useful when you're going down gears. And even then, it's not exactly a great thing to do. So, never would it be cheating if it's something that you can do in a real car. So I think, honestly, that was just a case of, like, didn't quite... Oh, no. Alright. Next car class. Any car I like in this game specifically? I haven't played enough of it to really say. Formula Vintage Gen 1. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played enough to really have a specialty. I'm also running off of only the base game stuff. So what was it? Formula Vintage Gen... What did it say? Gen 3? Oh, Gen 2. Okay. So which one do I want to use? This one has the highest horsepower. It's running a V12 engine, but it's also the heaviest. The rest of these... Oh, wait, this one has a shorter wheelbase. This one has a longer wheelbase. 60. Uh, B8 mid rear. I think I'll run this one. Well, it was between that and this one. Let's see what liveries we got. Oh, this one has the most liveries. I think I'll run this one, and I will run this livery. Alright, and what track? Oh, already have them. I tend to favor low downforce street style cars though. I mean my favorite is Rally. Okay. Goiânia, including oval and short layouts. Okay. Okay, so there's Goiânia. Including oval and short. I think though, since we're running formula type cars, maybe picking one of these two. Let's do this one. It's got just a couple of turns, but it's not too much, you know? What? Oh, practice? Wait, what? Oh. Okay, weird. I didn't know you could change practice to lap-based. Huh. That could have been... I wonder if that was a bug. Hmm. Oh. Oh, maximum grid size 4? Maximum... Really? That small? Is it because we're on the short version? But what if we do this version? Weird. Huh. Oh, never mind. Is it auto? I'm confused. So, turns maximum grid size 36. I guess. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why it does it that way. Let me see. I just want to test something out. If I change the track. No, I guess it's based on the car. Interesting. Okay, then I guess the short track it is. Oh, there we go. Hang on. If I switch it to same class, it goes up to 26. I do not understand this quite yet. If I reset it and then it goes to 26 is the maximum grid size. Then I guess half the grid for maximum human opponents, or maybe a third. Half of that is 13. Guess we'll do it that way. Build with AI opponents. Okay, sure. I will do that. Let me try one more time at random. Okay. Gotta redo this again every time. That's annoying. All right, let's rock. So now here's my question: can people join while I'm in practice and qualifier? Medium clouds, dry. 1 mile an hour wind. Okay. So yeah, so again, we race exclusively cars that have, or classes that have cars with H pattern shifters in this. I feel like Formula cars can be kind of cool. I mean, look how low we are to the ground. Okay, now these are about precision throttle work. Oh, the slide. Hmm. Whew. Oh gosh. Oh wow. I was. Whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Oh crap. That was wild. I'm curious about something. Did I create a list? Oh no 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 no! Did I create a list of specifically Formula tracks? I can't remember. No, just historic and old tracks. Okay. I might need to do a little more research and focus on some might need to focus on some like maybe segment the tracks based on what type of car they are, you know, if they're formula or if they're um more touring car style, like segment the tracks based on the type of car that they're meant to be driven by. That way I can ensure some good racing. Like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking anyway. So for example, this is a short track, so there's so many turns you never really get up to full speed, you know. Oh, crap. Oh god. Oof. Ah! Get off the back of him. Oh no, get off the grass. Crap. There we go. Ooh, that was a mistake. Whoops. Crap, crap, crap. I can't. I can't. I can't. I drive. Dang it. I had tried the super ultra late braking technique and it didn't work out. This thing is awkward on this track though too. Nope, 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 don't spin. Man, this thing doesn't do well with curbs. Crap. Wow, yeah, I'm not particularly great with this. Oops. Still trying to figure this stupid car out. Yeah, I think it's made more for tracks that don't have a lot of turns, due to the fact that it's a formula car that relies on its front downforce to stay on the road, but it doesn't have as much downforce as, say, a modern formula car. I don't know. Definitely an interesting car. So, here's what I'm wondering. Because I've noticed when I'm back here on the lobby screen, where I can choose a new car and a new track, but I can't choose the like fill the race with other cars setting. So do I have to go and like, is it going to like here, let's set this and let's set 5, right? So let's just see. I haven't changed any of the other settings. So let's just hit start. And let's see what happens. Because I'm curious, is it going to do the autofill with AI cars, right? Because that option is only there when you're before you've even opened up the lobby. I'm trying to see, would I, once I get people actually joining in and participating, would I have to close out the lobby and then reopen it for people to join again? I guess it won't be that much of a problem if everyone joining is here in the stream chat, so they can see when I open up the lobby anew. And then just, the chance to, oh, so it does. Okay. So now. Okay. So now, what happens if I hit exit? With this session, will it kick me out of the lobby entirely? It does. Interesting. That's unfortunate. Interesting. Vintage cars, tier 2. That's tier 1, that's tier 2. Lotus 23 and the Mini Cooper. 4-speed. Unfortunately, there's no blue and orange livery. So I'll just go with that. And then Rex. I guess I don't need to full screen it because it just it shows, it displays what it lands on anyway. What for? And there's only one variant on this one. Okay. Yeah, that looks like not a bad setting, right? Oh, and then your set defaults in it. Maximum grid? Okay. Huh. Okay. Go with the opponents. Oh, see, AI mistakes, standard. Even though I can't select it here, the AI are set to make mistakes. Okay. Cool. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. So again, if anyone wants to join, just hit !join in the chat, or yes, I can do that. That way you can see it on the screen. Like that. Cool. That seems to be working out pretty nicely now. Oh, I see what people mean by understeer now. In this front-wheel drive car. And that's what left foot braking is for. Okay. Yeah, see, if you start to spin and you want to get out of it, just pedal down. Front-wheel drive will pull it right out of the spin. Or fly, accurately. 4 gear. Definitely vintage. Since this is the 4-speed, you might actually use first gear sometimes.
You think that's a lot? I think it's not good. Because I'm hungry.
You try making some tea in the turmeric tea. Try that.
You okay?
Yeah.
Probably gonna be done after this one. Okay. So I am starting to see kind of what some people dislike about front wheel drive racing. Although to be fair, these are vintage cars. Wish I could try out a realistic Type R, Civic Type R. Like, I would love to try out a Type R, Civic Type R in a proper simulator. The only game I've ever actually driven it in, the more modern Type R, is Forza Motorsport. And I guess I have an older Type R in my playthrough of Tokyo Extreme Racer, because I'm doing a all front wheel drive challenge. But you know, that's not really a simulator, and I'm mostly using controller for that. Even though I actually turn better in Tokyo Extreme Racer when I'm using steering wheel. But the force feedback in that game is severely lacking. It feels super empty. Like just not even there. So, but I was also playing it. I tried that on Linux, and in my opinion, Linux just isn't there yet for sim racing. At least not entirely. Like, I may at some point in the future, once they announce the price and release date, might get a Steam machine. Because it is, hardware-wise, it is an upgrade over my current PC. And then I could use my current PC as my dual stream encoding, or dual PC encoding system instead of my laptop, which should really improve some stuff. But yeah. Or better yet, if after getting a Steam machine, I can use my current gaming PC as a dedicated server machine for games like this and Assetto Corsa. Or maybe even better yet, Race Room. Since that is free to play, I could set up a dedicated server and we could do races in that, which would allow even more people to join in without having to buy a game first. I think that might be the play in the near future once I get a Steam machine. Turn my current PC into a dedicated server, a Race Room. Ooh, that was a heck of a slide. Whew. Jeez. Are they all Mini Coopers, but except for the one up in front? That's crazy. The random selection for the AI cars just happened to pick all Mini Coopers except for the one rear-wheel drive car. Taking it playing using the Lotus. How are those guys driving on rails like that? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Man, I'm falling farther and farther behind. Oh, I am not good at driving this thing at all. Maybe I need to be using first. Hmm. Jeez, I literally just can't keep up with them. Jeez. No matter what I do, I just couldn't catch up. Crazy. Well, so honestly, okay, you know what? I didn't even realize why I didn't have the answer to the question before. My favorite car in this game is easily the Porsche. Right there. That's my favorite. I've always loved Porsche. Yeah. So this is what I was doing when I was testing the thing out. I'm not gonna really mess around with this, leave it in here too much, but kind of neat that I can do this thing. I would put in a whole. Come on, just load for me. There we go. Okay. So skip to the end. Skip to the end of qualifying. So we start that, but then oh, jeez. Okay, so then what I do is instead of racing, I return to the pits, and then I can view. Like this. And so this is how I was testing out how well the game runs. In the meantime, test something here. So that's fine. Okay. And there we go. So, something, a cool way to have something on the screen while I'm chatting here without having to actually race. There we go. Why are they all? Where's the furthest ahead? There's the furthest ahead portion. But yeah, portion, the 964 portion, 11 was my childhood favorite part. So that would be the one I like specifically the most. Although it's freaking hard to drive. Oh my goodness, it's hard to drive. But yeah, so that's, I mean, pretty cool for a test run, how this thing works. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah. Yeah. Why not take advantage of the camera angles that are possible in a game, but not in real life, right? Why the heck not? So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing these kind of streams on Fridays for the time being. I want to establish this place as somewhere where people can come to race casually and enjoy themselves. You know, just enjoy having some fun sim racing, low stress, no stakes, and start a tight-knit little community here where we can keep things fun but engaging. I kind of miss the days when back before I got into, ooh, you got a little squirrely there. See, that's the AI being able to make mistakes, kind of livening up things a bit. But and in fact, I remember one time I saw a big old pileup. Actually, what happened? The number 34 car spun out. No, that's me. That's me. That's never mind. Wow, what happened to number 33? He's like way behind the pack. He must have really screwed up. The 33 car. But yeah, like you get all sorts of cool, like bunched up racing here. And these are just all AI going at it. How cool is that? Oh dear. Why? Wait, is my limiter not on? Yeah, it is. What's going on? Why is the microphone so sensitive? Weird. Maybe if we get rid of the gain, but turn on the upward compressor, maybe that's going to result in a bit higher quality? No, more volume control, but not so much quality. Let's keep the game. Keep the gain at 10, and I think we're set. Okay. So what I want to do now, I want to find out something. Oh, wow. There's 17 watching on YouTube? Holy smokes. I never expected that. Well, thank you so much for watching this. That's awesome. I wish that on YouTube I could raid, because I'm ending stream now pretty much. Yeah, if I could raid out to people, I think that would be pretty awesome, because 17, I think that might be a new peak for my YouTube streams. So yeah, we're gonna keep doing this each week. Automobilista 2 community, basically community racing, playing with viewers. And you know, just right now I'm using base game content, so it's stuff that everyone has access to once we purchase the base game. And let's get some participation going. Let's start getting some human racers in there, and then filling in the rest of the spots with AI racers, because this game has some of the best racing AI in all of sim racing, and a good variety of race cars. I'm going to specifically feature in or lock in on cars that have classes that have cars with H-pattern shifters, because I just really love driving H-pattern. Even if I don't win, if I'm using an H-pattern shifter and heel toe shifting and stuff like that, even the most simple aspects of driving and racing become way more fun. So, you know, I really enjoy it. And there's not a whole lot of, oh wow, they're battling pretty fiercely back here, back to back. There's not enough like leagues and community servers where they use these kind of cars, so, and there's not a lot of them that do casual sessions, like stream playing with viewer sessions, right? There's not a whole lot of those around, so I want to fill that gap in the niche. So, yeah. That's kind of where I am on this. And the AI is good enough that I actually had good racing without anyone, participating this time. But I'm hoping that as I do this routinely, people start taking notice and just come participate. Interesting. These cars, they're bunched up in packs. There was one time when I was doing a testing like this with just AI racers and bowing out into the pits, where there was a huge, just a massive pileup. Like, one of the cars made a big mistake, and there was just a huge pileup, and it was, I wish, I think I was recording when I was trying to test it, so maybe I managed to get that in recording. If I can find it, that would be pretty cool, because it was funny. It was funny. I'm over here testing my dual PC stream encoding, and then I just look to the left and I see a massive pileup happening. I didn't even get to see how it started. I was dying laughing though. It was so funny. It was absolutely crazy. But that just goes to show what type of AI they have here, where they can actually make mistakes. They can screw up bad. And make some really entertaining moments. These two are battling out and trying to get a few, trying to pass, but they're bumping into each other. See, it's really, honestly, these AI racers feel they're not the best. Oh, no, never mind. I thought I saw something crazy. Some of the best I've seen. In terms of the realism. Ooh, see? Swerved towards the inside and got squirrely. That's the kind of stuff you don't see from racing AI very much in these race games. Like, in Gran Turismo, they tend to just kind of stick to their line and drive like a machine, right? In Forza Motorsport, the same kind of problem, although a little less machine. In most cases, they end up just driving on their lines so strictly that it feels like they are, they're just a train, right? A train of cars just all driving and see, ooh, he went off. Whoa! Number one car actually went off track for a bit. And got a little slippery there. It's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why this makes for some great online racing, because you get to fill the grid, the empty spots with cars that are capable of making mistakes. That just makes the racing so much more enjoyable. So, alright. I need to see something. Where's that sound? Huh. Wait, what happened? The gap wiped. The gap between the first three, or no, the first four, no, the five, wiped all of a sudden. They were a lot closer before. Huh. But yeah, I'm running this on medium settings, all cards visible at all times. Even though you could set it to restrict to only 12 visible at a time, which would be perfectly doable when you're when you're racing, but when you're spectating, it's nicer to have all the cars visible, especially at the beginning of the race, when all the cars are bunched up on the grid. But if you're never going to be spectating, then limiting to 12 cars visible on the track at a time, it will heavily reduce the amount of vehicles that need to be rendered, right? So it's useful. It's useful. Alright, I want to see. Because I know I can't raid on YouTube, and that's where all my viewers are. Which, to be honest, I never expected. Not even once. I never thought I was going to have more viewers on YouTube than on Twitch. So, I really appreciate y'all for coming out. Okay, so there's only one other person streaming this on YouTube, and it's a Spanish stream. So, not a lot of overlap there, unfortunately. So I was thinking of taking like that stream's link and putting it in chat, and we could just do an unofficial raid, but it's a Spanish stream, so I don't know how many of my viewers would be able to understand what I'm saying, and vice versa, unfortunately. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a night here. Again, like I was saying before, we're gonna keep... Oh, got some fierce battling here. We're gonna keep doing AMS2 streams on Fridays, and I'm gonna try to build up some momentum in getting some actual participation. Try to spark some interest, if possible, so that we can start getting these races to be even more fun with the mixture of human and AI racers on the track. So that's the goal, and in the meantime, enjoy just some fun racing and getting better while having fun. Because that's honestly, that I feel like that's what's going to make sim racing the most fun for me, and what's going to really help me to kind of get more invested is having people to race for fun. Right? Instead of just only way to race with other people being competitive in either online ranked or third-party ranked services like Yellowtown. I just need the ability to play casually, to race casually, and just get a feel for racing in a sim, so that we can, so I can build up my skills for that. It's just like back when I was streaming, more variety games, right? I was streaming a lot of Pokemon Unite, Monster Hunter Rise, Warframe, and I was getting better. I actually was quite good at Monster Hunter Rise and Pokemon Unite. Like, I would say I won most of my ranked games, but like, it was so much more. It was so fun playing. For example, having my brother play with me, and then having viewers join me. And one time I remember we even had a stream where there was so many people joining in that we had a full 5-stack with 1 or 2 extra people that had to rotate out. Like, that was just the peak of fun for my streams. And I want to bring that energy to sim racing. I want to have fun racing in these more realistic racing sims. But I want it to be fun. I want it to be very community forward and fun first. And casual friendly. That way we can have a good time racing together. So that's the goal, ultimately, for my weekly streams. And I do stream every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, For those of y'all in the VOD squad, feel free to come by live and join in. All you have to do is hit !join, and you can join the race. Because you get to see the password in chat. So, everyone come together in the stream chat and have a good time. And also, I really should get used to saying this at the beginning of the stream, but I would really appreciate if you are watching VODs to do so on my YouTube rather than on my Twitch, because unfortunately Twitch VOD views don't do anything to support the streamer. Twitch just runs ads on it and takes the ad revenue, and the view doesn't assist the streamer for getting towards affiliate or anything. Even if I was affiliate and monetized, I wouldn't get anything from VOD views. So come over to the YouTube side of things and you get to see the VODs. Honestly in a superior form because of the live chat room. So you get to see all the chats combined over there in real time, or not in real time, but synced up with the VOD. And so you would get superior VOD experience, and you'd support me more by aiding me with your view and your watch time, because that's really what YouTube algorithm cares about the most. And then it'll spread me to more people who share this interest, and then maybe by doing that, then more people will come when I'm live and will join in, and then we'll kind of snowball from there. So we'll see what happens, but ultimately my goal isn't really money. It's to build up a community so we can have fun with this racing game, or with something that I'm kind of passionate about and very interested in. This is kind of my hyperfixation. So yeah, that's where I am on all this. Alright. Well, I was trying to see on the Twitch side if there was any point in reading. I have one viewer over on Twitch, so I don't know if we necessarily want to That's not good. I don't want to click that. Go back. Click. Well, alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it a night here. Gonna take a shower, get to bed. Oh, ooh, we had a pile up. What happened? I missed it. I missed it. We had a pile up. What happened? See, that's what I'm talking about. You just get these crazy moments. Why was it when I chose, when I was down here? Why is it showing 1 and 6? Why are they red? I wish I could rewind. I might have to just save the replay or something. I don't know. Because something happened. They started getting piled up, and that looked crazy. Huh. Yeah, so someone's in the pit. What the heck happened? A car retired. So he legit just crashed and busted his car. That's crazy. Nope. Bumping around a bit. Huh. That's crazy. I actually like being able to do this while I'm chatting at the end of the screen. That's pretty cool. 32. These guys are crazy back here. The racing in the back of the grid is actually more interesting than the racing up front. Although these guys in the top four, they're going hard. Alright, well, anyway, I appreciate everyone who came out and watched my stream, lurked. I will be back next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So come by on whatever platform you prefer, hit exclamation join, and jump into the races if you happen to have AMS2. Alright, I'm calling it here. I'm heading to bed. You have a great rest of your day, whatever time it is of the day when you're watching this. This has been Samuel Ray on S Factor Sam. And what does the S in S Factor stand for? Well, now I'm going to have to come up with an S word that I have not been thinking about up until now. Let's just go with smooth, because I would say this was a pretty smooth start. My establishing this little racing session series. So it's very promising, as long as we can get some participation started. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Later. I need to think of a more proper outro.